If you have a story about a law of attraction success, or about miracles, divine interventions, or happy glitches in the matrix, send it to me via email or on Instagram. The contact info is on the screen.
Okay, so this happened to me around 2 summers ago, and to this day I still can't explain it. So I was walking home late at night, must have been around 11:15, so it wasn't like too late but quiet, and you know, it was the kind of silence where you feel like somebody's watching you. It was eerie. Yeah, it was that kind of feeling when I was walking home. As I'm walking past this bus stop that's, not really used anymore, I notice that there's something glowing underneath the bench. So naturally, I'm curious, and as I got closer to it, I noticed that it's a phone. It's unlocked, so anybody can access that phone. There's no wallpaper, there's no case, but it's just a black screen with one message notification on it, and it was just glowing up. That was the only thing there. There was no wallpaper, there was nothing on it. Okay, so I just totally walked past it. Of course I didn't. I naturally, like anybody would, I went over, I picked it up, and I looked at what was on it. And here is where it gets really weird. I clicked on the message and it said, "Turn around." And I swear to God I actually do, but obviously there was no one there, nobody was around, it was just me walking home, so okay. Me being me, just laughing it off, oh okay, this is somebody's stupid prank, nice one, ha ha ha, as you do. Maybe it's like one of those really stupid random AI text messaging app things where they try to get you, I don't know, but it could have been anything, right? But as I went to go and walk again, the phone buzzed again. Another message came through, so I clicked on it and it said, "You're walking the wrong way." Yes, you heard that correctly. Someone was watching me and they were letting me know that I was walking the wrong way. So obviously, naturally, curiosity wins, and I decided to write back, as you would, "Who is this?" And this is where I start to freak, because the typing dots then came up and the message said, when it finally came through, "You." I'm not even joking. I'm throwing this phone into the nearest bin as soon as I speed walk past it, and I'm speed walking the rest of the way home. But this is the part that still gives me the biggest amount of chills to this day. When I finally got home, I walked into the kitchen and I see my own phone on the kitchen counter, dead. So I put it on charge, but when it was finally fully charged, the last text message that I read from that phone, my phone, it was, "Who is this?" Sent at approximately 10:49 p.m. to my own number.
Okay, so this is the craziest shit I've seen so far. I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving, and I didn't know why. So I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this. I caught this.
if you believe in the glitch in the matrix stuff, will you stick around and give me your opinion? You might have to speed me up if you don't like slow talkers. So I got a letter in the mail today. It's marked return to sender, and there is a lady's name that I've never met and don't know who it is in the for spot, and then my full name and full correct address in the return spot. So it was returned to me. Has a stamp and everything. On the back of the card, when it was sealed, it said, "To my dear friend," and it had little hearts on it. Super cute. So I opened it, as one does. It was a homemade card for Tina. And when I opened it, it's this very long letter to Tina. It's a heartfelt message about how, like, basically they were friends. Whoever wrote this and this Tina were friends way back when. It has a very specific story where it talks about when they were bowling and they ran over an old Marty's foot. At one point she says, "I'm not writing this to reopen old wounds or rehash the past, just to say you matter, you still do, and I hope life is treating you with the kindness you deserve." Sweet message, right? It is marked from me. And then probably the most unsettling part is that it says new number. And this that my finger is covering is my real cell phone number. I did not make this card. I do not know who Tina is. This is not my handwriting. The stories in here don't make sense. We did our own internet searching because we know how to do that. The woman's name in the for spot does exist in the town that I live in. She seems to be about like 15 to 20 years older than me. And her Facebook page doesn't look like it's been active for 7 years. At least that's what I can observe. Like, her Facebook profile changed 6 years ago. She made a post that was public 6 years ago. Maybe it's just all private. I don't know. And the address that was returned from is a true apartment complex in the town that I live in. But clearly, like, she doesn't live there or whatever. But somebody is impersonating me, obviously not doing a very good research job because they sent it to an address that doesn't exist. But someone decided to use my name and my address, write a very heartfelt letter to Tina. Sorry, Tina, I don't know who you are, but included my cell phone number. My husband thinks it's a scam, as one's husbands do, because they're logic. Not so logical. I am convinced it's a glitch in the matrix. That another version of me, if you don't believe in the glitch in the matrix stuff and like how like there's like different timelines, I sound crazy. But this feels crazy. So I'm going with a crazy answer because nothing else makes sense. The letter looks like it was written by me, but I've never seen it before in my life. It looks like it was written to Tina. I've never met Tina before in my life. I don't know who she is. I did Facebook message her and like sent her all the pictures of everything with my phone number. So that's probably not the best choice. But is this a scam? Is my husband right? Or is like another version of me and this woman who's like 20 years older than me friends, or they were friends? I don't know. I need an answer, and I'm starting to think that paranormal is the only way through this.
So this woman just experienced like a glitch in the matrix or something. She had to drive to work. It was like a 45-minute drive if she drives fast with no traffic. She ends up getting there, realizing they don't need her, and she turns around. She's talking to her best friend on the phone on the way home. Then she realizes 9 minutes later that she is well past her house. Listen to her story.
All right, so I just had a super weird, inexplainable thing happen to me when I was driving home from work, and I'm just gonna put it out there because I want all the theories, and I have to tell people about it. I do not know if this is like a parallel universe type thing, quantum physics, whatever it is, but something freaking weird happened to me when I was driving. I signed up to sit an ECMO shift tonight, and it was at a hospital that was 45 minutes away. And when I got there, it ended up that there was nobody actually on support, so I had to turn around and go home. And when I did this, I called my best friend and was just talking to her, and I was like, yeah, of course, like, I drove here, and I have to turn around and go home because nobody's on support, so they don't need me. Again, the hospital is like 45 minutes, and that is if there's no traffic and, like, I'm booking it. So, like, maybe even say it's like 50 minutes away, okay? I was on the phone with her. I called her as soon as I left the parking garage because in the parking garage I didn't have service. So I get on the highway, which is a little bit down the road, and I'm driving and I'm talking to her just like we normally would. And before I know it, I see a sign that, like, is the exit sign before the exit that I take to go home. And typically I'm on the highway for like 25 minutes or so before I get, like, either to the hospital or to home, whichever one it is. It's like a 25-minute time period of me being on the highway. And I saw it and mentally checked, like, okay, yeah, I know, I got a second bridge. After the second bridge, I got to take that exit. And it's like 2 miles down the road. And then, you know, I can exit off the highway. So I was talking to her, and the next sign that I see is a sign that I'm not familiar with. And I was like, wait, did they change the signs on this highway? Because my best friend also travels it to go home and back and forth. And I told her the name of the exit sign, and she was like, wait, where are you? Like, yeah, that's like way past where I was actually trying to go. And I looked at the timestamp of our phone call, and I was on the phone with her for like 8 minutes and 49 seconds. So like under 9 minutes, I was on the phone with her. And like I said, I called her when I left the hospital. The hospital's 45 minutes from my house. So in the matter of 9 minutes, I was past my exit already and had to loop back around on the other end of the next town to come home. I got home, like, I'm home now. I'm sitting in my driveway making this video, and it's only been like 37 minutes, which makes no freaking sense whatsoever. 37 minutes from the time that I left the hospital that's at least 45 minutes away from my house. But I managed to go completely past where I needed to go and had to backtrack to come home. And I just don't understand. I'm honestly really weirded out, and I have no idea what freaking happened to me. But, yeah. What the frick happened to me?
I just need to tell someone this, so I'm telling TikTok. Are we living in a zombie apocalypse? Right, hear me out. I've just gone on my Sunday dog walk. The sun is shining. I've got my headphones on. I'm high vibing. The music's high. It's high frequency music. I put myself in a protective bubble and I high vibe walk. Right. Then, out of nowhere, and I just like, is this a joke? This guy starts walking towards me. And I'm in a nice residential area. Not seen this before. A hooded guy that hasn't seen sunlight. I'm talking like zombie. Walks towards me, then he starts swaying and then starts walking into the middle of the road. Okay, he might be drunk or off his head. So I'm like, but he's got nothing between the eyes. So I'm like, this is strange, carry on walking. Then 5 minutes later, I turn behind me, because I always like check sometimes when I'm on my own. There's this another character in a red check jacket, head sort of down, arms like a zombie, you know when they walk like a zombie, like this. I'm kid you not, did not look human. Alright, you're gonna think I'm mad. And he has nothing between the eyes, like zero. And I'm thinking, what is going on? So he's walking behind me and I'm thinking, okay, I'll cross the road. I cross the road. Then he stops, turns to face the bush and starts just staring at the bush, picking leaves. And I'm not even joking you. He starts just staring at the bush, face planting the bush, picking leaves, because he saw I crossed the road. And I'm thinking, is this some sort of joke? Then he turns around, starts walking the other way with zombie arms. Now you may say he might have something wrong with him. how can this happen in the space of 5 minutes? Then, now you're going to say she's making it up. 5 minutes later, another one. Another character. Nothing between the eyes. Pale as you like. Hasn't seen sunlight. Not staring. Just walking past my house. And I'm like, okay, this is a glitch. This has got to be a glitch in the Matrix, or there's something seriously wrong with the UK right now. You tell me in the comments. Is there something seriously wrong with the UK? Are these people off their nut? Are they on drugs? Are they homeless? I am gobsmacked.
For more mind-bending glitch in the Matrix stories, just tap the playlist right here on your screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so you never miss a video.